Writah's Touch is a powerhouse.
If you need to hear this, you need to hear it. We ain't gonna say no names or none of that, but we can't stop our conversation because we just having a real nigga conversation. If it hit home for you, then you probably need to correct some shit about yourself.
Anybody can get it, that's where my mental at. This ain't just how I'm feeling, that's where you found me at. We was bumping no ceilings and fell in love with rap. Turning something from nothing, you gotta channel that.
And welcome back, man. Smokin with Tre Podcast. Long overdue, you know how that shit go, man. Thank y'all for having me. Last time I was here, I was with my nigga Roc. But man, we back at it again. Last time we was here, man, we talked a lot about some music shit.
Yeah.
And you know, we talked about, you know, we got to know about your music career for real. So now today we back at it, starting this shit off new. Let niggas know more about you. And so we just want to let that shit flow from here, man. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
man.
of course. Thank you.
Me,
yeah, no, welcome to the dungeon. You know, this where the magic happens. So, inviting all of you in. We was here last time. It was a great field vibe. So yeah, it's good to have y'all here again. So
real shit, man. Shout out my nigga K-Nard, real quick, man. He ain't here, man.
K-Money Media, you know. K-Money Media. It's all good. It's still a few day ones productions.
No, for sure, man. But no, man, definitely, man. But shit, man. Start off right, man. Just talk about, man, what the fuck you been up to, man? How's everything?
Oh, everything lovely, man. The year started out great for me, you know. I've been jumping in different pockets. So, like you just said, the last time we was talking, it was all music. Just dropped a single. Still dropped music this year, by the way. Reality Check. So we dropped Reality Check in March. Been promoting my book, Damsel Not Distressed. Hopping in that field. That's something that I always wanted to do, was be a published artist, author. As well as doing a show. We're going to get into all that, of course, I'm pretty sure. But yeah, doing my first show as well, being behind the scenes of the camera, directing, just learning different things, jumping in realms that I always wanted to do. So I'm just now, I'm in a comfortable space where I can start dipping and dabbing into other, you know, creations that always been there in the back of my mind. It's just, I had to commit to music, get my foot in the door with music, and then it will open me up to other opportunities. So right now I'm in a great space, man. Creatively.
I feel you. Real shit. Well, man, shit. Since you touched on it, let's start there, man. You got your book out, man. Damsel, Not Distressed.
Yeah.
Tell me all about it, man. I was reading a little bit about it. At first, when you told me about the book, I'm thinking there's gonna be like some bio shit for real, doing something about like something like, you know, about your life, your grandmothers or something like that. So I'm like, all right, yeah, I'm gonna get around to it for real. But I was reading a little bit of it, just I'm like, God damn, yo. I gotta take it home, bro. I'm gonna pay the Amazon fee. I'm gonna pay the Amazon fee, but I gotta take that home. You gotta sign it for me and all that shit.
I will, of course.
So yo, please talk about that real quick.
So, Damsel Not Distressed is a dystopian literature. So, I'll give you an example of that. The Giver books that we had to read when we was young. Divergent series. More popular, The Hunger Games. Mm-hmm. So it's in that realm. So it's a dystopian literature, which means the opposite of a utopia, a not so happy place. Whereas though utopia is supposed to be this perfect place. But they think that it's a utopia. The people who are living there in this book, they think it's a utopia, but it's really not, because they are at war with. So it basically comes down to these two teenagers. One name is Karen, and her family is a part of like the old faith. So it's not exactly religion based, but just spiritual based, believing in something higher than man.
You don't question that.
And stuff like that. Exactly. So they're keeping that going because this is in the future. This is about 400 years from now in the future. 500 years from now in the future. Okay. So they done away with religion. There's no religion at all. And it's just completely ran by, like, not even government. It's governed by the military. The military took everything over.
That's crazy. It's a real dictatorship. Shit.
Exactly. So it's only 4 countries now. And each country has their own army, basically. And the general of the army is the president. Please. So the leader basically will be the president. Is the commander of the army. So they all govern their own countries and they don't conflict with each other. And the only enemy that they're supposed to be fighting is the people like Karen family, the ones who still believing in the old faith and spiritual. So they're still out there, of course. And they're called rebels in their eyes, but they're really called spirit keepers. And Karen is part of that, and now she's here and she meets the son of the general to this one army in that country. She meets the son of them, and I don't want to give away everything, but they end up meeting. They cross paths, but they come from two different styles. They was raised in two different ways, and it conflicts. They all in the same high school, and of course, they don't know what she really is. So we just gotta see what happens from there.
I like that. You named one of my favorite books as a kid, for real, The Giver. That used to be my favorite book when I was like in the fucking 7th, 8th grade type shit, right?
They got the whole series on Amazon right now. It is still in my cart. It's still in my cart.
Yeah,
I'm definitely gonna get that just to put on my bookshelf.
Nah, bro.
I love it. I need all my nostalgia type stuff.
Yeah, this shit right here is gonna be a banger, yo.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
Is this where is this available at?
You can get it on Amazon. Everything is distributed. This book right here is solely on Amazon, so you go and get it on Amazon. You can read, actually, I think they allow you to read like the first, I want to say like 12 pages or so. Probably not even that, but you get to read the first 3 pages for free. Okay. It's like a sample on Amazon, so you can get it through Kindle. That's the cheapest route. Just getting the ebook, but of course I would recommend getting the actual cover. And it come in both hardcover and and paperback.
And when you see this motherfucker shopping in Home Depot or something, you're like, oh my god damn, man, excuse me sir, I got your book right here. Yeah. Can you sign it? People love to fucking sign your book. So you know what I mean? Yeah. So same with Chipotle, holla at them.
So it's only the first. It's the first book, and don't want to spoil anything, but there will be others.
This shit, I'm taking this home today.
There will be others.
And since we have them right here, Bartlett 6s.
Yeah.
Tell me about these. Now, I know a little something about these.
Talk to me.
And I fuck with them for real. I fuck with them when you first dropped them joints. I wasn't in the career path that I was in right now, so I was like, you know what I mean? Right. But me now, when I gotta be up on my feet for real, fucking with these kids and shit at school, yo, these are nice casual shoes. They look like some nice little, I fuck with them, bro.
So they're called the Bartlett 600s. If you look at the box, I'm really big on detail. I just think just showing like where things came from, having a story behind everything. That's just me. That's just the writer in me. So I have like my street address that I grew up on as a child on the front of the box, and it kind of just show you the block that I grew up on, 600 block of Bartlett Avenue, which is why it's called Bartlett 600s.
Bartletts.
Some neighborhood signs, but these are actually made directly in Italy. So when they coming from it's a warehouse that's in Italy. They come directly from Italy on the same blocks that you would see the Fendis and all of those is on the same block as those. When you go there, I had wore these pair, but I wore these pair. But yeah, just something. We came up with these in the fall, so it fall colorway. We're going to do more colorways because I've been asked about them and stuff like that. But things like this ain't cheap. It ain't cheap. But the people have been buying them. But like if you look at it, made in Italy sign, it's none of that rinky dink stuff. If you feel it, you feel it, yeah. So they are designers. So I have the credits. I have all of that I was given as a shoe designer. I'm officially Italian designer. I am This is black designer right here for you. So just getting in these pockets. Like I said, just being in more than one stream. One thing. Just staying creative, all the way. As much as I can be. As much as I can be. I think it's important.
Nah, real shit, man. Hell yeah, man. That's definitely what's up, man. And
I appreciate it.
I ain't gonna lie, man. I'm excited, man. I can't wait to get home and fucking read the book. That's some real shit. I keep thinking about the book.
It sounds something you really like. Yeah, it's a fantasy. It's a fantasy novel, but it's about stuff like from the people that read it, they like, man, I could see this really happening in real life. I could see this really being something that happens in the future and stuff like that. Like, and people always ask me like, man,
I'm a sci-fi type.
Yeah, and that's what it's under. So they're just like, where did you get this from? Where, like, how did you even think of this and stuff like that? How you just grab these ideas out of thin air that don't exist? And I'm like, it do exist. It just might not be this extreme yet, but these is all ideas, just stuff that we're not really paying attention to right now in real time. But it's kind of me predicting where this all can go at if it keeps going south. But if you're born in this and that type of thing, of course you're not going to think. You don't know the world used to be how it is, because also they don't have any knowledge, or they don't have any way. There's no Google, there's no none of that. You can't look up how America was back then. Like, you already know, like, when a new dynasty take over, they bring their history and everything else with it, and and everything else never existed
you always see what they
as you go down.
Anyway.
Exactly. So they do away with the past. So that's how this is. Like, so whenever somebody coming in there messing up the order of things, telling them about things that's giving them anxiety and stuff like that. Oh, this used to be like this. Or you think you're ran by this, that, and the third, but it used to be like this. You used to be able to do this. So now you giving other people ways of thinking, and now they're really starting to sit back and be like, dang, this ain't really how the world supposed to be. Now I feel a little, this kind of messed up. But now you messing with the order of things, how things are supposed to be ran, because they love the military there. They love it. It's like trying to get somebody to not vote.
It's just like the whole when they found out which war was that? I don't want to speak out of turn, speak wrong. Was the Vietnam War when the soldiers came back and they was calling the soldiers baby killers and shit like that. You know, shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, shit is crazy. Yo, motherfuckers love you until they find out you do some nut shit.
Yeah, right.
You feel me?
Right. So they think everything they did is to protect them, and they're like, well, we live a pretty good life. Like, let's not mess up anything.
Not to talk about the Vietnam, whatever war that was, and say niggas was killing babies and shit, but they was talking about kids was coming at them with fucking ARs and all that crazy shit. So you gotta do the fuck you gotta do. I don't want to talk about that. That ain't my business to talk about that. Maybe another episode. Stay tuned.
No, facts.
No, real shit. But no, man, I believe in a good conspiracy theories here and there, yo. Good conspiracy. You feel me? I believe in a good.
Yeah, I used to go, man. Speaking of those, I used to go crazy, like a few years back. Or I was one of them. I definitely was one of them kids. Jay-Z in the Illuminati, Kanye in the Illuminati, Rihanna, Illuminati. You get what I'm saying?
The Luma.
Oh, you gotta look at this, man. The black and white checkerboards in the video, it means this. This is satanic. This is a whole bunch of stuff. When that stuff was just exactly. Right, exactly. And then you get older and you like, but I don't see nobody saying this white person that's a millionaire is in the Illuminati. Like, why? I just started noticing the pattern. Like why every time a black person becomes successful, they had to sacrifice a nephew to get there. Not you would rather believe that they right. Not that you put in the hard work to get there. You went the extra mile that other people ain't doing to get where you at. Not that this guy worked hard. Like, no, he did a black right. He did a blood sacrifice. Right, niggas giving up their mothers. Like, come on now, niggas love their mothers. That nigga Kanye love his mother. Shit, and you think he gonna sacrifice her for what? To be rich? What, billionaire? No.
That's wild.
No.
Had these motherfuckers take it whenever they want.
It don't be logical. But that's what we do.
I don't want to get too much off the topic, man. Like we said, man, it's just a regular conversation we just had with my nigga, man. Off the air, we was talking about a lot of shit. You know,
a lot off the air.
A lot of
you
shit,
would have to
man.
be there to really to know.
Yeah, man. Another thing I want to talk about for real, man. Just I walked in, man. Welcome me in, man. His son, little man, 3. His birthday was in February, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell yeah. He hollered at me, he dapped me up, gave me the pound.
Yeah.
Told me what he was trying to watch and all that shit. I was like, oh, goddamn, yo. He remind me of my motherfucking little son, yo.
He got his own personality now. He coming into his own. You can't.
That's funny.
You can't tell him nothing. He at that age where he's figuring out things he like and what he's trying to do, and he's gonna act a fool for it.
Hell yeah.
Of course, we gonna adjust him and we gonna correct him and guide him and stuff like that. But like, just watching him, just figuring out who he is, what he like, his dislikes, and just just trying to support him through whatever. You get what I'm saying?
No, for real. And learn too at the same time too.
And learn too.
Real, bro.
Cause this is my first child, so I don't.
I
don't really know. I'm learning every day.
It don't matter how many you have, bro. You're still learning, yo, because
they all different, right?
Yo, all of them are different, bro. Just like everybody is different.
Everybody is different.
You know, it's just like sports for real, bro. Like when we grew up in sports, you know, I can talk to you a certain way that I can't talk to this motherfucker and that motherfucker.
Right.
I gotta talk to you. I gotta motivate you this way. Then it's the same way for real.
Yeah.
It's the same way.
Like,
We've getting my point across.
Yeah.
You know, meaning the same shit.
I think we came a long way, as fathers, and I think someone above us. I'm not gonna completely say it was the women or whatever. Even though most of us was raised by women, and most of our family is probably women and stuff like that. But like you have coaches, you have uncles, you have cousins, brothers, people in your life. You might even have your father that's there or whatever. But like I feel like something happened for our generation because I see an uptick in just black fathers being there. Fathers being there for their children in today's age. And maybe it's something like we remember when we was younger how we felt. And we ain't trying to repeat those patterns, or maybe it's social media, maybe it's just we can't ignore it now, like because it's in our face. Maybe the women are just more in our face about it too, like. But what works with me is it's hard to really be a fucked up father when you're surrounded around good fathers. You kind of bouncing things off of each other, or you don't want to be the one that's around in a circle and y'all all talking about y'all kids and they personality, and you know damn well you might got like 4 of them. And you like, God damn, I ain't shit, right? I don't even know the last time I seen this man. I don't know the last time I seen my daughter. You get what I'm saying? Like, so we put pressure on each other. Like we put pressure on each other as homies, and we gotta hold each other accountable. And I feel like that's what women always kind of like was leaning towards and wanting out of friend groups, because they think we be just letting our homeboys just do whatever. It just because we not like women. We don't be putting ourselves out there. We don't be putting our homies out there business wise. You don't know that this man. You don't know that he telling me how bad he missed.
Rock, man.
Come on, now. Yeah, exactly. You don't know the conversations that where he like, I ain't seen my daughter in 3 months, but my baby moms is making it hard. Yeah, my baby moms is making it hard to see her for real. I try to do it, so I might gotta go through the courts. You don't know. You ain't there for all of them. So it just, we definitely holding our homeboys accountable. I can't speak for everybody, but our circle did. And we are all trying to do our best as great fathers, but we ain't with that deadbeat shit. We not with that.
Even that though, right?
Yeah.
Even that though, right?
So, even though you can't make, some people gonna make their decisions.
No,
some people gonna make their decisions, but all you can do is just keep on, not drilling in their head, but hey, I do right by my son, and that's what I can control.
And some real shit though, right? Yeah, like, mind you feel me? It's crazy. I walk through the front door.
Right.
Your son greet me, pound me up, walk through the kitchen, to out back. Your pops is sitting out back for real. Eating out back. Yeah. So that's even like just to have a
different generations, right?
Generations right
all with the same name.
Like, speak a little bit on your relationship for real. Like, how was that coming up, if you don't mind?
Who? Which one?
What?
Who you talking about?
Is that a...
You said my son and my...
Oh, no, yeah, no. Like, your pops, like, when you...
Okay.
How was you and your pops relationship? I thought you was like, yeah, what you mean, bro? Like, which pops? Like, bro, chill, though.
What are we talking about here?
What are we talking about, bro?
No, man.
Nigga seem like a great nigga. Don't say pops wasn't shit.
No, that's the crazy thing, right? Like, all right, not to... This is my story. So, my father went in when I was young, but I was old enough to know who he was, though. Like, I remember we had hella memories. He was in my life. He done things for me. He took me places. He got he spoiled the shit out of me. Like, Right. So, the only reason why he was absent in my life is because he was incarcerated, unfortunately.
How long was he?
20 years. He did 20 years. So he knew that I really never had a date. I was winging it. I'm not, because most people I'm seeing getting incarcerated, they coming home in 3, 4, maybe no more than like 6, 7 years. You get what I'm saying? This is the first time I dealt with something, and it was like federal.
And a major person in your life.
Yes, and it's federal. Because, my cousin getting locked up every other week.
Yeah,
every other month.
Damn,
and he home. Like, so I'm not, you know, I don't know the real. So I ain't even, for a while, I didn't even know the real reason why my father even was in jail. So he in there. I'm not knowing when he's coming home, but I know he's gone. But I'm hitting milestones in my life, right? So I just put things like this. So, all right, he went in when I was 9. He came out 20 years later. I'm 29 now. So from there, I'm gonna just take you through a timeline. So I'm 9. All right, shit. Is he gonna be here to see me graduate elementary school? I'm 10. No, okay. Shit. I'm graduating middle school. 13 years old. 14. About to go to high school. Is it gonna be at my middle school graduation? No. Okay. All right, shit. My 16th birthday coming up. I got prom coming up. Is he gonna be home for that shit?
Right.
No. But by then it's like 18. Then it's 21. So, but by the time I got like 16,
was it always
I knew.
Hope? Well, like, was it like always a real hope? Like,
yeah. So
like,
hold
on, bro. Like, not like a like. That's the only way I could explain it. Not like a fairy tale hope. Like, oh damn, I wish my dad would be here. But more so like, oh damn, yo, he up for this. He up for this here, and for real, he up for this. He could be home. You feel me? By Thanksgiving. Yeah, like, is it those type of things?
It's that type of thing.
Oh, okay.
That type of thing. Whether it be my grandmother or him. You know, all right, I'm about to go in for this. I'm about to go in for this. Okay. Cause you like, all right, you get good behavior, and then as I got older, then I'm starting to learn about some of these things. Like, oh, he doing fed time. Oh, he got to do 85% of his time. So then it hit me like, once I got like 15, 16, I'm like, and I'm in college and all that, I'm like, okay.
Yeah. I'm
grown now. So as I'm like, so I spent most of my childhood like trying to figure out the time or whatever. But by the time I hit like 18, shit like that, 17, 18, it didn't even matter anymore to me. Like, because by then, me and him already established a relationship. Yeah. Again, like, because by him being locked up for a few years, I kind of like lost connection with him. So all the memories of him was like in the back of my mind. And my mother was like dating my little brother's father, and he stepped up tremendously in my life. So now it's like, oh, all right, well, not to replace him, but you know, I'm a little kid, and I'm like, all right, this is my father now.
Real shit.
And I kind of, my godfather, which is my father's best friend, kind of pushed me into like writing letters to my father, like, oh yeah, your father say been reaching out to you and blah blah blah, and I kind of ain't know what to say to him. I was kind of fearful of the conversation because I'm like, I don't know if we have anything in common. I don't know what he's locked up. I don't know nothing about that. Yeah, right. I don't think you know who I am. So we then as years progress, I'm talking to him about shit I'm not even talking to my mother about. I'm more comfortable telling him things that I'm not even sharing with homeboys and shit like that because there's no judgment. He telling me things that he treating me like I'm grown, and then he's unlocking memories in my head. Like, yeah, you remember we did this, that, and the third, and I told you this, and now that memory vividly comes back in my mind. Like, damn, I forgot that I really fucked with you. Like, like for real, I'm like, damn, like I forgot all about the fact that you used to come get me like every weekend. You used to buy me these shoes. You used to do this, man.
Yeah. You wasn't just
so then I'm like, damn, I really had a whole relationship with this man before he went in. I kind of forgot that. Cause I was so young, but he was unlocked as the years was going. He'd bring up some shit. He's like, hey, cause I'm like, damn, you treat me like I'm grown. You talk to me like I'm grown, and I love that shit. You don't talk down on me. You tell me what's real in this world. You tell me what to watch out for, what to do this. Like, it seems so small, but like he told me this. My mother was tripping or whatever because I was smoking weed. I probably was like 16 and shit like that, and she all complaining, telling him shit, bop, all this. Talk to your son. So she give me the phone and him on it. I'm like, yeah, what's going on, whatever, blah blah. High school work and all that. I'm like, man, I'm getting good grades. I'm getting A's and B's and all that. My mother tripping. She think I'm smoking in the house, but I just smell like it. I would never smoke in the house or whatever. I know she be tripping already about me even smelling like weed or whatever. Like so long story short, he like this. He like, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you like this. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Ain't nothing wrong with, and I'm 16 and just some straight up real shit he telling me. He like, man, ain't nothing wrong with smoking weed. Just, you can even pick up a bottle here and there. He was like, but promise me you do not do no pills. That's the only thing don't stay away from pills though. It put a hole in your head.
Man, shit.
I'm like, yo, I can smoke. I can even drink. But you telling me to stay away from pills? Why not?
I don't even like aspirin.
What? It's like, you're right. It's like why not? Because you would just be like, say no to drugs. But by you saying, well, you feel me, this ain't really nothing wrong with it, and you saying stay away from this, it must really be something wrong with this then. Well, so I'm gonna stay away from that shit. So it's just shit like that. It's just stuff like that kind of transcended our relationship for real. Like, and it's helping me to be like that. My son, like, yeah, I'm not gonna. It's no. I don't have to hold his hand through life. I want to give him the real, because when I got the real, that was better. Give me the information. Mm-hmm. And trust that I'm gonna do the right things with the information. Don't try to keep me away from shit just to protect my innocence, because I'm gonna lose that motherfucker one day regardless. So you might as well be the one to help me through that.
But yo, when it's like when you living through it, like when real time, yo.
Yeah.
That shit is funny, yo. It's funny, and it's a blessing, cause it's a blessing, bro. Like, it's just listening to you got me thinking about times with my oldest for with Lil Tre.
Yeah.
He's funny as hell, bro. I remember one little story and shit, right? With this little nigga, he funny as shit. He was playing Fortnite one day.
Right. And
I'm just sitting there watching him play Fortnite. Little nigga, somebody kill him. He's like, what the hell? He's like, about to switch out and say, what the hell, for real? So I'm sitting there like, yo, what you about to say? What's it? Ain't nothing. I was about to say, what the heck? What the heck? I'm like, yo, what up? Like, he sit there for 5 minutes, like, straight. Like, yo, tell me what you about to say. So he's like, no, I was about to say, what the hell? So I'm like, yo, just, you feel me? I'm like, look, I cuss around with you all day, like, so I know you feel me?
You be cussing.
Yeah, especially y'all little bad man, Tre 10.
Yeah.
So I knew y'all, you feel me? I know when I was 10.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, yo, I ain't about to sit here, be all, don't be cussing, man. Shit. Yo, you're a great kid, yo, you get good grades and all that. Like, yo, man, don't be cussing on your sisters.
Right.
Don't be cussing in the head where nobody can hear you. Don't be cussing on
Don't go overboard.
Don't be wildin'.
Yeah, don't be wild.
Unless that shit come back to me.
Don't be
wild. Or your mother.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. Daddy let me. Yeah, don't do none of that.
It come back to your mother, boy. Nah.
Yeah. Right.
And that's another thing too, yo. You gotta learn how to, like, yo, even when you dealing when you not, bro, learn how to cop the douche, bro. Tre, letting Tre watch South Park with me for real.
Mm-hmm.
He go home. He's like, yeah, Dad, what's the HBO count? I'm about to give it to him. I'm like, hold on. Tre call his mother. I'm like, yeah, just like you know, me and Tre been watching South Park. She get quiet like, what?
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah, but he been watching with me. I'll pick the episode. It's like, oh, all right, but he can't watch that with my shit.
Yeah. Before you even get it, like, no, you can't have that count.
No,
son.
I'm sorry. I called right now. Oh, no, yo, I told your mother, yo, no, she told me, no, you can't get that. Like,
he mad as shit.
He's like, all right, no, he's like, all right, thanks, man. Like, cause like, no, he's like straight rat me out. No, Daddy gave me this. No, I ain't give you shit. But no, yo. But as they get older, you build a relationship just like that, though. Like, you had that bond with them and be like, man, I can holler at Pops about some shit.
I can holler at them about the real, and that's what you want. That's what you want.
That's what you want.
You don't want them holding that stuff in. We need that.
Scared to fucking talk to you.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. Scared to talk to you.
And it's gonna be like that sometimes.
Okay, so this is my question for you. So, I don't know how, as a disciplinary, you are with your boys, but have you ever been in a battle with, like, the women, like, about basically being, like, aggressive or being, like, a man with them and stuff like that? And, like, have they ever gotten in your way when you would say things or try to, like, you know?
That's a good question. That's funny. That's a good question. No.
Okay.
No. My daughter, my youngest son, mom, for real. She got on me before about Tre. Cause I used to be like, yo, what the fuck, yo? Get your shit together, man. Like, she's like, you don't always gotta do that. Like, sometimes just.
You said your daughter?
Yeah, no. When I talk to Tre like that, because Tre is older, I'm like, well, come on, man, go get your shit together. She's like, no, you don't always gotta do that.
His mother, you said that?
No, not his mother, but my other kid's mom. She used to check me on Tre for real.
Yeah.
But other than that, my youngest, you feel me, my daughter, you know, I talk to her different anyway.
Of course,
and my youngest one, he too fucking young to be getting talked to any type of way for real. But even that though, like, when Tre do some nut shit home with his mom, she'll call me. Yeah. And she'll call me, try to check him. I'm like, yo, you already wowed him out and all that shit. You already based on him, wowed him out. You feel me? Threatening to whip his ass. When I'm gonna do it over the phone, like.
So right.
He gets sent over my house.
So it sounds like your dynamic different than mine. Mm-hmm. See, my dynamic is
But at the same time though. At the same time, y'all home together every day. Mm-hmm. Tre, he comes with me.
Right.
On the weekends.
It ain't even just that. It's sisters is. Which would be his aunts. Mm-hmm. It's his grandmothers.
No, real shit.
Like, it
real
ain't
shit.
even just because, right.
Like, we having that around them.
Exactly, because me and his mother, we good. We have got it so well with each other that, and she even.
Then I answer that differently than
Yeah, I love it because she actually be showing me clips of like just doing the work. Cause she see he's getting older now and stuff like that. She's doing the work of just like looking at certain things, parenting clips on TikTok and stuff like that. Like, look at this. This make me think about conversations that me and you didn't have about parenting. And there'd be some positive stuff about black fathers or just not getting in the way of when a father is trying to show a boy how to be a man, because that's something a woman can't do. I think because these is jewels, and I want other people who are not having this conversation, because you have some men who just aren't comfortable or they don't know the way to properly speak it to the mother of their children or their grandmothers and stuff like that.
Bro. And trust,
it's a tough subject.
And trust, bro, like, and not to cut you off, and trust, bro, it's like, yo, it's not about being perfect at any of this shit, bro.
No.
It's not about being perfect, cuz we all fuck up, yo.
All of it.
It's just trying to do your best, yo.
Trying to do your best.
Just try to do your best, yo.
I think, ladies, you need to just give the fellas more grace, especially if they are in the child's life. Like, and if you see they're not giving them the bare minimum, or if you even just seeing how they turned out as men, and if you feel like they are what a man is, obviously it's things that were done that you probably aren't known about and things like that, or you might feel like the way they're talking, they're basing up on them. Either way, we had to deal with it, whether it be inside the house or when we was playing sports. Our coaches is doing this, our like uncles is doing this, big cousins, brothers, whatever. You have to go through this. It's a period, and it's gonna bite you. If you keep on harping on these men, they're gonna step off because they don't want to hear your mouth, and then you're gonna be forced to just try to figure out how to raise this boy up into a man. And this is basically how I had to like put it to everybody. I'm like, the way I'm raising my son, I was like, y'all talk about how great I am and how much y'all love me, and y'all it's Father's Day and you're a great father, you one of the greatest fathers I know. But I'm like, okay, so why you get in my way so much? Why do you give me so much flash? Like, why you telling me I'm too hard on him? I'm not doing anything physical to him. I'm not putting my hands on him. I'm just talking to him, and y'all getting in my way about it. First of all, you shouldn't even be saying nothing to somebody's parents in front of their child, because what makes you think they're not going to start doing that then? Mm-hmm. Talking back. Or, I'm going to just go to such and such. I'm going to go to my grandma's house. I'm going to do this once they get older.
But that just comes from, like you said, that's conditioning.
Yeah, that's conditioning.
And
so,
like
and this is what I said. This is what I said the very last time it happened. And I think I got through to everybody because it hasn't happened since. But I was like this. I was like, listen, I'm not saying I'm the perfect man, but I know step by step what I went through, good and bad, that led to me becoming the person I am today. You can't tell me better than me what a man is or how to raise this black child in this society. I can prepare him for things that you just cannot, because you never been through it. Sure. You're not ever going to go through it. So when he comes to you saying this certain thing, just like if I was to have a girl, it's some things I can't talk to her about or get in depth with her about that another woman wouldn't be able to coincide with. So I feel like we more so give them grace with our daughters than they give grace with their sons. A lot of women raise their sons like their little boyfriends. And that's where the problem comes at. Instead of them, because a lot of them, they might be single mothers and stuff like that, and they raise their son up, and it's like this. I said, listen, the way you raising your son, when he get older, you wouldn't date him. The man that you want isn't what your son is.
You jumping a lot, yo. Not jumping a lot in a bad way. It's just so many points I want to hit on for real. It's just like got my mind boggling.
No, we definitely can't. This is a conversation.
Bro, it's just like, you feel me? At one point, like just the.
That's what we do. We building.
Just the whole hell yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just to not turn shit to no gender wars for real, because I don't even like speaking on women for real.
No.
So much. Like this.
That's why you gotta let me bring it back.
Especially
but it's all about, like you said, it's about the respect. That's why I said, we give y'all the respect with the girls and stuff like that. And like I said, there's some women who are just by force, they got to do their best to raise their sons and stuff like that. And we commend them and we love them. That's why Mother's Day is next to Christmas when Mother's Day come and stuff like that. That's real shit. That's like number 3 it is. So we definitely appreciate y'all and everything you do. But when we are there and we are present and we are in the child's life equally, we're just saying just give us some room with the 40% we're asking. We only need about 40%. A man, I don't even have to do much.
That's right. It's like
I don't even have to do much. I can come in the house, my son just chill out. Like we cooling. I be like, shit, when you leave the house, he be so self-sufficient. As soon as you come, he baby again.
I feel like, you feel me, when it comes to like trust me, bro, and like how I grew up for real, like, yo, my pops been in the crib. Shit, he ain't move out the house till like I probably was like 23, 24 type shit. You feel what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I've been around this shit, and trust me,
right.
And around those years, it could have been easy for him to pack up and just be like, yo, fuck this shit, I'm out, I'm gone for real. It's easy. That was the easy route for him. He stuck around.
It's the easy route.
He stuck around for real, and it's an oxymoron for real because like me growing up and looking at that shit, and it's crazy because you hit on another point.
Right.
Damn. Because when you was talking about your pops at first, when I first asked you about your pops, when he was like, how you look at him for, and I was like, yo, it's this quote. And motherfuckers, it was like Randy Jackson and Michael Jackson was talking to a fucking reporter, and they got to ask him about Joe Johnson, not Joe Jackson.
Yeah,
And everybody was like, well, Joe Jackson beat the asses and shit like that, and all that.
Yeah.
One of them was like, oh no, man, Joe was cool for real. Then I was like, man, fuck Joe for real. So everybody, I took that shit from like people who grew up in the same house and have their own different looks at shit for real. So we gotta be like, so I say that to say like when it comes to stories like these and shit, when we talking about Pacific people and shit, people get real opinionated and real emotional on that shit. Like, oh no, everybody don't feel that way about them. How can you feel that way looking at these type of people and da-da-da. No, understand, yo, like. Everybody got their own lens. It don't matter what situations we grew up in and whatever. Like, everybody look at shit different. Yeah. You feel me? It's just for us to respect that
I
shit.
got one stat for you, though.
Yes, sir.
And it is
And I think I know what stat you're going to throw at.
It is a stat.
I know what stat you about to throw at.
And you can't argue with stats. Like, I don't care who gets mad. I don't care what's controversial. We're not doing this for that. We're doing this to... In order to be better, you have to do better and you have to know better to be better. So I'm only here to learn information and give the information that I receive once I do my own research. But it is a stat that they did a study of the men who were incarcerated. And number one on that list, like looking at their households. How they grew up in their household, who was there in their life or not. And the number one of the men that were incarcerated came from being raised by single mothers. And it is a fact that when that child is raised by the father, they went on to do better. And that is not to say fathers is better parents than mothers. I'm only here to say... If you can't even take that information without arguing or having a kickback to it, it lets you know how bad of a society we are.
And trust me, bro, I'm not pandering.
Yeah, it lets you know how bad of a society we are.
I'm just trying to say, because shit, motherfuckers be like, oh, I don't watch this shit for real. They be watching this shit, so I gotta clarify my shit.
You want them to keep watching it?
No, for sure.
Right, for sure. And then we want you to come over here and then give your side. You know what I'm saying? That's it.
But no, for sure though, because for real, and trust me, I agree with that. I agree with them stats for real.
But we all
just so happened for real, yo.
Yeah.
My 2 kids' mothers are 2 of the greatest moms for
Facts.
real. I'm not saying that because I'm pandering, trying to get off of anything.
Right.
But no, real shit though.
But you are in their life.
No, real shit though. Yeah, no, real. But no, that's real shit. And I brought up my father for one for real because it took a lot for real. And fathers are so unappreciated, bro. It take most motherfuckers to be the fucking be grateful enough to have the privilege enough to become parents of their own to really appreciate, let alone their parents, but their fathers.
Right.
And it's this joke I always say for it was like, yo, niggas' fathers, grandfathers are so fucking disrespected. Your father.
You said grandfather?
Yeah, your grandfather worked his life, all his fucking life, all 60, 70 years to pay off their house for y'all fucking kids that come over here don't know shit. Talking about this grandma's house.
Yeah.
Like, fuck out of here. This is my house. Like, no, but that's
you
real.
can't pander. You No, for real though.
But for real though. But it's
no,
like,
we just want our respect. That's it. Like I said, I come from being raised by women. Yeah, I come from being raised. My mother in the house taking care of me and my brother by herself. Trust me, this is no knock on women at all. We love y'all and stuff like that. But we have to start having real conversations, especially black people. Like, I really want us to win and find out how to start doing better for ourselves without always trying to blame other races and stuff like that for why we're still down in the day's age. Like, of course we have our barriers, but we're breaking barriers. But we also have to hold ourselves accountable as well. Like,
yeah, I just keep laughing at shit because, look, right, I can just keep laughing because like shit is going through my head for real. Because it's like I be trying to stay away from certain topics, right? And certain topics, right? I talk about anything, cause I don't give a fuck, bro. I talk about religion, politics. I talk about everything you're not supposed to talk about. But I don't talk about relationship shit, and I don't talk about women, cause I don't talk about women and
they
fucking
scare
relationship.
You. Yo,
for real, yo. And niggas like, why, yo? Bitch is a deep dive. My bad for the B word.
But that's what you want, though.
Nah, hell no.
That's what you want.
Not in my personal life.
Yeah, not your personal life. That's your personal life, but you ain't say nothing personal.
I don't have no personal life. Women,
and we ain't. This ain't personal conversation. Them stats was from generalizations, and we both gave women credit. So if y'all decide to take these clips
women,
and run with it,
women, I'm taking. Don't look at me for no advice for shit.
Facts.
Look over here, though.
Facts. No, we just
But everything I talk about is past tense stuff. Yeah. Right? So anything I do talk about is even joking.
But it got to be future tense because you might not be.
No, I'm talking about anything I would talk about.
Right.
Anything.
But we're not talking for ourselves. We talking from, like you said, if we're talking about past, it's from our experiences. What? Who?
What's the nigga name in the book? What's the nigga name in the book? Karen?
Scholar.
What's Scholar name? Oh, no, we talking from Scholar. We talking about from Scholar and Raleigh View.
And Karen is the girl. But yeah, it's nothing. No, these are just generalizations, conversations. Hey, if you came and met me in person, you can come down here and we can just meet if the vibe is right and chill. I would just ask you a few questions on how you feel about certain things and stuff like that.
I don't do that gender war shit.
Right, no, but it's not to be a gender war, but that's the media.
We're
not media.
That shit, yo.
Trey is not media.
Yeah,
he's down here talking to me. I don't invite media to my house. I come to your headquarters. I come to your studio. We can do our little 30-minute interview and then I'm out.
I'm gonna quote me in that fuck shit.
But this right here, this is
I was about to say the other F word.
Yeah, these is conversations. Yeah, don't you say that and then you done.
Say that,
but no, these is conversations that you are invited on. Personal things that I never got this personal interview a day in my life. All the interviews I ever done with anybody, I never got here. But I told him, let's get the camera. Let's get on the platform, and I want to do some exclusive conversation, exclusive talks, because in this journey that I'm on, it's like I have so much to say, and I keep it bottled up because I want to be politically correct, because they make it seem like you can't even. But then I started realizing, if I can't be myself around you, then I'm not for you. If I can't say the things out my mouth and it's not disrespectful things that I'm saying, and it's not hurting your feelings.
Hey yo, this sound personal. This sound like who?
No.
This better not be no music shit.
No.
Oh, alright.
No.
I'm
saying because of the.
Cause we ain't talking music.
No. I'm saying.
This sound like some shit you.
I know. I said
office to somebody, right?
No.
Nigga gave you a bad offer.
No. I said I've never done.
The first offer I gave.
I never done an interview like this before.
I was like, yo,
in my music
I ain't got
career.
No money, yo, we can smoke together. He said, nigga, I don't fucking smoke.
Yeah, no, this is not towards, and that's the thing, Trey. This is not no personal conversation. These is for the people who are viewing and the people, because everybody had these conversations. People just scared of them publicly. They have them amongst themselves, but how am I going to learn more knowledge from you? Everybody I encounter, I'm having these conversations with, but now I'm in a space where I'm knowing new people. It's new viewers, it's fans out there, it's supporters out there that know my music and stuff like that. And I want them to be able to hop in the chats and hop in and see stuff like this from me and be like, oh, we never seen Roc get personal before. And it's not even personal because it's not my personal life, but it's personal
something.
because of experiences. It's personal because of things that it's nothing out there that I'm saying that's touching these topics enough out there because everybody want to be politically correct. People don't want to be wrong. People don't want to get it wrong. Nobody want to be canceled and things like that. But it's like that's not really living a life. That's not living a full life. That's not the human experience. This is a conversation. And if I feel like, oh damn, this is too much to say in front of the camera, then it's like, what are we doing as people? Because we haven't said nothing that it really can go at yet. We just the only thing we said was just give men respect. And if that come with controversy, that lets you know how lost we are and how much we really need this conversation out there.
I say some shit. I say some controversial shit.
No, this ain't for that.
Michael Jackson, a Puerto Rican. Remember the episode of fucking Waves Brothers and shit like that? That's stupid. Nah, but so like since you said, no, I say a little bit about some music.
But I hope you comfortable with this conversation. I hope you are. I hope you are.
We can talk about whatever.
Because it's going to be heavy engagement.
We can talk about whatever, bro.
Because it's going to be heavy engagement. Heavy engagement. I want conversations started. I want. We're going to attract the right people.
Man.
We're going to attract the right people, the people with the same thought. Because
So look.
So right. Tell me one thing that was just said that could be negative.
That could be negative.
And we can start there. Yeah.
Nothing.
Exactly.
I don't got to deep dive and think that too long. No.
Right. Exactly. Nothing. Nothing at all.
Nothing at all. I need to be more clear with my words. Talk to the camera. Shit like that. Other than that, be more.
No,
I'm rusty, y'all. I ain't been behind.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just glad. Yeah, we here.
So look, talk about that shit, right?
We here.
Cause motherfuckers been hitting me like, yo, bro, you do the pod and shit and all that shit. Cause
right.
It's just been like, I don't know, yo. It's just been funny to me, yo. Like,
What been funny?
It's just one of them shit, yo. Like, what's that shit called, bro? It's like when you waiting for your Uber for real, when you waiting for that red Uber and you keep saying red cars and shit. Like, you know, I ain't see nobody doing. No disrespect to nobody, yo. I think everybody's shit is lovely, but I ain't see nobody doing no podcast and they see Smokin with Tre, cuz. Then they see me doing my shit from the audio with the little dirty. I had the dirty audio, y'all. I'm in the back. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm in you feel me? I'm in a one bedroom apartment. I'm in you feel me? I'm on my bubble shit when I'm getting ideas. I'm on Bob, be quiet. I'm on my man, you be quiet. You feel me? I'm with the dirty audio, cuz, get the building. Now I see everybody just hopping out there and shit. I'm like, oh, man, I'm cool, cuz. Niggas talking about the same shit.
Yeah.
But
the space is occupied.
Niggas talk about the same shit for real. But I don't talk about the same shit though. I'm different and I got different ideas. We talked about.
Tell them what you exactly. Tell them what you was telling me.
Man.
Tell them
ideas as far as go. Man, I got this shit going on now. Since we up now with the visual, we taking this shit mobile. I'm pulling up on niggas, man. We ain't just sitting in one studio. And I'm copywriting that shit, so I'm gonna see you. I'm gonna see you if I see y'all start doing y'all shit on tour buses and shit. I'm hollering at niggas, cuz I'm telling you. I ain't just sat down with every rapper. I mean, y'all niggas rap.
He said this is not a rapper platform. That's exactly what he told me.
It's not a rapper platform, but my man's, I got something got something next with my nigga.
He don't want y'all to just only hip hop acts do not have to reach out to him.
Got something for my nigga. Got something.
He in other pockets as well. He said if you Jewish, holla at him. It don't stop.
Yeah, I definitely said if you Jewish, holla at me. I'm trying to cross every platform. I'm telling you, I got something for everybody. I'm telling y'all, cuz.
Yeah.
No funny business. I got something for everybody.
This is not a bias show.
Not at all.
None of that. Tre is a cool person. And then the relationship building will last further than these cameras.
Oh, no, for sure.
You got a real friend with him. Like, we known each other, like he said. We knew each other since, we was 14 years old. 14 years old. And that's like that's
30.
Yeah. That's longer than 10 years. You get what I'm saying?
Real,
like
bro.
And that's what I be trying to tell people, like my friends is still for the most part, if I had to put averages on all my friendships, I would say the average friendship of mine is about 10 to 12 years. Out of if I put everybody together and I did an average and I did the math and all that, it would probably be 10 to 12 years Everybody. I have friends who I've known for 20 years. Like, and it doesn't say it's no drama and no stuff like that, but it's really no drama. Yeah, we know each other at this point. Yeah. We are grown men at this point. If you are still here, like, we already trimmed the fat. We already got rid of all the negative ones, all the negative energy. So if you still here in the day and age, like you said, we are 30 now. So you know what we on. We ain't no BS. You know we are chills. Most of my homies smoke weed. Like, they are not trying to be around all that BS when they high. Shit. You feel me?
And
so
like, not only that we know each other for we respect and understand niggas are still growing and still
growing.
You feel me? Hey, I
still growing.
You holla, nigga, I call you a nigga tomorrow. You be like, yeah, bro, you don't call me a nigga, cuz.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right, bro. Damn, it's gonna be hard, cuz.
And the thing I like about you, Tre, the thing I like about you, bro, is you are not one of them high school friends of mine that every time I run into you, we talk about high school. I fuck with you for that. I be hating that. I hate that. If you're watching this and you're one of them, please stop doing that. At least with me. Like,
hey, bro, you took a little. I didn't say it, but I appreciate that.
Yes,
I hate
for sure.
That shit,
I hate that. I hate that. Like,
past,
it was
bro.
like, was that your prime? And if it is, it should not be.
And there's always some dumb shit too that a nigga did.
It should not be. I am not even that person anymore.
Nigga, who is that nigga?
Yeah, who is that? Who is that? When you see me, I hope you don't see that nigga that you saw walking in Mavs. Mavs don't even exist no more.
Not even anyway, cuz. Not even anyway.
But like, you just wanting to keep bringing up. You keep bringing up stuff when we were kids. Yeah. And we are well into adulthood.
I can understand like our first interaction. Since then, from that time, okay, cool. But every time we run into each other,
yeah, exactly. If you remember when ass niggas, stay away.
I don't remember half that shit, nigga.
Remember when that?
No, cuz. Don't.
No, but how you been living? Like, that's what you always ask me. Every time you see me, you be like, yeah, bro, what's new? What's new with you? And I fuck with that. What's new? Not a remember when ass nigga. Y'all remember when?
Bro, cause what the fuck?
Cause at that point, that means you don't have nothing going on. You have nothing to add to the conversation, so you just gonna divert back to the past when you feel like we were kind of at the same level because you have nothing to add on what I just answered your question with. Oh, true, that's what's up. Yo, remember when we used to? It's always gonna follow up with the dumbest shit, like you said. It's gonna be the lowest level of shit. Not when you was doing something productive, yo. But remember when we had to go around the blah blah blah, and we saw them niggas and they was trying to be hard, and we had. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Yeah, I ran into them same niggas the other day, and one of them is a goddamn doctor now.
Niggas a fucking preacher, and I was a fucking preacher. Bro.
Yeah, one is a preacher. You know, like, no.
No, but you wanna know what's so funny about this shit though, cuz. But yeah, man, that shit had me tripping, right? Cause when I be posting about work and all that. You feel me? My homeboys and my niggas and shit that, grew up with me and all that shit. When they like, damn, yo, I can't believe you do that shit, bro. I can't believe you fucking work with kids and shit, yo. I can't, they be saying both sides, like, I can't believe it, but I believe it for you, for real, bro. That's the best shit you ever done.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, for sure. I work at a school, bro. I'm a wellness teacher.
We gotta clarify that. I had to catch him. Fucking kids.
Cause I'm smoking weed and shit. Like, so I ain't like nigga work.
You work with kids.
But it's July 1st, right? It's past July 1st.
Yeah, you cool.
Man, fuck that. Fuck y'all talking about. Fuck y'all, cuz. Fuck y'all.
Most of them gonna grow up to do the same thing.
Man, not even that, bro. This shit don't affect my work habits. I don't go to school like this and none of that shit, bro. But them kids is funny as shit, cuz. I be in there fuck with them kids, yo. Like, in there playing the games with them and all that shit. Yo, them little niggas is crazy. I call them little niggas. Yeah. But behind the scenes, I don't call them that, but behind the scenes. On the scenes, behind the scenes. Yeah. You feel me?
Yeah.
Yo, that shit is one of the best shows I've had, yo. But it's
for sure. But
it's funny though, yo. It's funny because when you see other people like Kill for when you working at his school, you like, damn, yo, we went to school together, so
Kill work at school.
You can understand that shit. Like, yo, that shit's cool. But dang, bro, we was talking about mad shit.
Yeah, no, it was just about them remember when ass niggas.
No, yeah, definitely.
Stay away from them. It's nothing worse than just to end it on a good bar. It's nothing worse than when you're around in these circles and you running into people who you seen in school and stuff like that. Like if you didn't graduate in like I'm gonna say after 5 years, after like 5 years of graduation, yeah,
it's always in an awkward ass place or awkward ass time. Bro.
At least after 5 years after graduation.
I'm like, bro, we had a fucking wedding. I don't know how we got at the same wedding. I don't know how we got invited to the same wedding for one.
Yep.
And you talking to me about some bullshit, about some fight in the 6th grade. Like, chill the fuck out, cuz. Like,
if those are your prime years, I feel sorry for you. But you need to go find something else, a hobby.
What are you talking about?
That should not be where your mental is still at when you run into people. Like, at most it should be, oh yeah, I went to school with this person. But it should be, what are you doing now? What's coming up? All right, let's link up. Let's do this, that, and the third. I got this going on. All right, blah, blah, blah. Not know what we did when it was in the past. Like you said, not conversation after conversation. If you seeing somebody for the first time, you might not have seen them since y'all were like 15, 16.
You never had a motherfucker. You never had a motherfucker like, bro, you ain't even fuck with like that in school. I ain't gonna say you ain't fuck with. Like, yo, just on some, what's up, yo, how you doing? You ain't remember that name type shit. And years have passed, like, nigga, years have passed, so they just hit you up over the DM and some shit like, yo, what's up, bro?
That's
and you
crazy.
like, what's up, cuz? And they just be also, yo, you got like 40 till like tomorrow.
Yo, no.
I'm like,
oh my God.
You never had that happen?
Yes, I did. No, but I fucked with him though. But he just, I definitely.
I hear from the nigga. Yeah,
he's talking about
like,
personal. I ain't gonna get personal.
I don't know who.
Somebody definitely from Mass run into.
But I'm saying I don't know who you talking about.
Yeah,
but
I guess you dog.
Like what the fuck? And trust me, bro. We all need a loan or something. We all need something like, not to talk like that.
Yeah.
Not to ever talk.
Don't
like
look at me and ever see money though.
Sure.
I'm trying to make it just like you.
I see that.
Yeah,
you
right.
See what I'm wearing? I'm wearing one of Roc shirts for real. What this say, cuz?
639. 639.
What's 639 man?
That is where I grew up at. That's where I grew up at.
Bartlett's.
Yeah.
So I'm wearing Roc shirt, nigga. Don't ask me for no bread, cuz. I'm promoting cuz.
And we constantly just improving ourselves. Yeah.
I'm promoting bro shit. I came over this bitch with no shirt on.
On his platform though.
On his platform.
On his platform. Don't put everything on me.
You feel me, dog?
But don't put everything on me. But no, we sitting there, we chopping it up.
I brought the weed that he ain't even smoking. You see how niggas do? Niggas come to your house with some shit that you don't eat, some shit that you don't get. Like, nigga, I don't eat pork, nigga. Come with this bitch with pork sausages and shit. Drink my shit though. No man, but no, cuz.
No, we vibing, but yeah, don't be no The point is, we trying to say, man, is create new memories. Like, do not let those be your prime years. If your teenage years, high school is where you maxed out in life, that's very sad. There's so many opportunities out here, so many things. You need to find something else. You need to create new memories. You need to start a family. Something. Like, you need something to pour into because we don't have time to be sitting here constantly thinking about some shit that happened 15 years ago.
I went in the memory mode about high school. I can't really think of too much for real, bro.
Like I said, you can't even bring me back to the hallways where we used to be in. Because that shit is done. That shit is gone. No, not even, we didn't even get a 10-year reunion. So, definitely don't that's the only place you could probably talk to me at about fucking high school for that long. Is at a reunion, and we ain't even got that. We ain't even got that. Create new memories. It's so many things to get into today. And once you get into them, then come holler at me, because I know you're going to feel better about yourself, and then we can really have a nice conversation. Because other than that, I'm going to feel like, all right, I can't wait for this shit to be over.
Then high school conversations going to feel better. You got some more shit to talk about.
Because then it's like, you should only bring up the past when you're saying, look how far we've came. Shit, remember we used to, now we doing this. They should always follow up with a now. But fuck that. If you need to hear this, you need to hear it. We ain't gonna say no names or none of that. But we can't stop our conversation because we just having a real nigga conversation. If it hit home for you, then you probably need to correct some shit about yourself. I had to hear about some shit that I was doing before in life, and they like, and it might be, I feel like they telling me I'm on some fuck shit. And then when I'm probably in my feelings with them, but by the time I get home after my long drive or whatever.
No, but it's not even about
you simmer down, and then you just gotta
nobody,
be accountable.
Bro.
You gotta be
about talking
accountable.
about nobody, bro, and like.
Right, we ain't talking about nothing. Right, it's the shoe fits.
No, not even the shoe fits for real, bro. It's about all of us, cuz. You feel me? It's about anybody, cuz I relate the sports shit to life shit for real.
Talk to me.
You feel me? Well, all of us for real, cuz I believe this shit. If you believe it in a couple people, you believe it in all of it. Might not, whatever, some bullshit. But
I don't even know where you about to go at. But
no,
I'm
like when
interested.
niggas hoop for real, I believe in like the way niggas be hooping and how they, you feel me, how they all feels, how they all really in life for real, bro. Like, yo, you be playing with some niggas that be bitching and complaining all the fucking time for real.
Ruin the game.
That bitch about every fucking call. And at the niggas be hooping for it, just be bitching about all the wrong shit. I'm like, bro, like, yo, I hate what the fuck, bro? Like, damn, like, I hate to be your brother. Like,
so tell us. So I think they need to hear about. Tre said some real good shit about how he can. I'm gonna let him finish it, but how he can tell a person's personality by the way they hoop.
See, look, first of all, I got the eagle eye. Anybody that know me, they know I say this shit called the eagle eye, bro. It's this shit right here, cuz. You see, I got a little blue ring around it a little bit. A lot of people don't. I don't want you to look too hard. But some, most people that got the little shit, it's a contact lens, but I ain't got no contact lens, bro. It's like a personality reader, bro.
Yeah.
No funny shit.
Okay.
So even when, be hooping with niggas, when they be bitching and complaining about every fucking thing, cuz you know what I'm talking about. I be like, yo, imagine what that bitch go through at home with these niggas, yo. That this nigga bitch and complain about everything, yo. Like, you feel me? Like, and like, you feel me? Like, and that goes to like when we was talking about we be having homeboys hollering at us about their girls and shit, like, yo, man, and we be like, nah, yo, shorty on some real shit, cuz. And they laugh and they be like, yo, whatever the case may be.
You are the one that's wrong.
Like, bro, like, nigga, like, you feel me? You the one that's wrong.
Yeah, you're in the wrong. She's right.
And I asked you for real, and I asked you, the question I asked you was, do you think niggas really don't be knowing that they're wrong? Or that they try to manipulate the situation for real? Because sometimes when I'm like, you feel me, with my significant other, if we're arguing or debating or some shit like that, and she'll say some key shit, that I'm like, oh damn, shorty right. I won't cut her off and that, but I'm like, no, goddamn baby, you got that. You got that over me. And I explain why she got that over me. But some niggas can't do that. You think some niggas can't do that, or they just don't be knowing?
I definitely learned that. I definitely learned that and that come with experience, like we was talking about, and that come with accountability, and it comes with a patient partner, as well. It takes all of those things. I definitely think. See, you didn't like it when I opened it up with this earlier, but I always go back into, especially if it's one of my friends.
I'm definitely not pandering. I feel like I'm pandering because you make me feel like I'm pandering. Like, yo, like I'm on some bitch head shit. Like, I get it. This nigga was some women shit. Yo, he was some. No, it's
not that. It's just I like facts, and if and like I said, I will challenge you to challenge me. Like, that's why we are here. We are here to. If you feel like I'm saying some shit that's not wrong, I want you to tell me I'm wrong.
You know, women definitely manipulate. Yo, they the
So I feel like this.
They manipulate, cuz.
So look, I wasn't even gonna take it there. I was gonna say, like, as far as the men go, like I say, a lot of these things come from because of how they were raised.
Right, let's touch.
And most of them. Oh yeah, you know.
Last time I smacked his hand when his hand was on my cup. I remember that.
But a lot of it goes into how they were raised. So, if you were raised and you're not raised with accountability, for the most part, you're mama's boy. Mama got you. So, then you get to, and this is like I said, this ties back into the conversation we was having earlier. I knew it was going to come back to this. So, basically, it's like this. Because I'm telling them, I'm like, you're raising little boys that you wouldn't date. So, imagine the girls that are going to go and date when they get older, being grown men. You're going to be like, damn, how my son get here? You did it. You. Nobody could tell you nothing. Nobody could give you any advice. No one can. No, and because if your son always could come back and be like, because we talking about working in the school district. What I see all the time is now parents is coming up to the school and fussing out the teachers when their children are wrong. my son told me my daughter told me you said this, that, and the. Why are you fussing at the teacher? Your son is the one disrupting, or your daughter the one disrupting acting the fool in class. I remember we didn't want our houses called. Now, it's people our age who got these kids that's in elementary school, so they're my age, and they just be looking like, man, your generation. I'm like, man, your generation nothing. Your generation nothing. Like you said, everyone is their own individual. I don't got them same standards.
But I understand what you trust me. I
don't got them same standards. So I go to say this. It's like whether you raised by your father or your mother, because most time girls, when the father's in their life, they're daddy girls. So if you ain't like they father, get the fuck from out of here. My father always. So these girls who be wanting you to pay for everything and don't want to put up for anything, don't know about this, don't know about that. They're princesses. They were grown up. They grew up being told by their father, a man should step like this, a man should come like this, and if you ain't coming like my father is, then I don't even want you. But you building something up in your daughter with no guy want to deal with her. That's cool for you because you the father. Mm-hmm. But your daughter the one single. Yeah. Or you got the mother dynamic with the son. Every time he falls, she there to pick him back up. He don't learn. He always got to be entertained. He always got to get attention. When home get his way, I'm going to just go to mommy. Real shit. Why you saying this to my son? Why you doing this? That you think that stops when they become grown? No. Bro, so now you dealing with. So now these girls is dealing with your son, and they trying to tell you how you raised this bitch ass nigga. That's the exact words from them. They're like, man, your son is a da da da. His mother, you don't know how many, like, cause I have sisters. You don't know how many times I hear about them blaming the mother, and they be like, the mother always doing this, that, and the third, or when my child go spend time with the father, he leave the whole weekend, and the grandmother be having him. So it's just like, cause mama always going, and it don't mean like I don't even mean helping. We all need help. Nah, I got he got a grandmother who come in, help, watch him, this, and third. But whereas though you don't even do nothing, you living your best life, and he. So she's mad because she really got to watch your child. Yeah. But when he over that your shit, you still doing what you want to do. You chilling, you out, you doing all this, and they looking at your Instagram story, mad as hell. Like he ain't even spending time with your.
I ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
but hold on, cuz, but that be.
So not to cut you off, but
that be
not
like,
to cut it off.
What is people real intent, bro? Cause that's that.
So I think it's all about
like, cause right there you can't.
Cause some people might not know they wrong because of how they were raised.
Yeah, because how they.
You probably was raised and you learned a little bit more accountability. But some people really struggle with accountability, bro.
But at the same time, see, and that's when we give too much of this fucking fuck shit to mental health, and I say that very lightly. You know the way I talk, and I said that.
Oh no, mental health is definitely nothing to play with.
It's definitely nothing to play with, but I know the way I said it, but it's not nothing.
No, you good.
But that's the way I talk. But that goes into the bullshit. That goes into the people who they hard to have accountability because the way I was raised and shit. Like, bro, you're a grown ass motherfucker.
Right.
Grown ass man, grown ass woman, bro. You know you're supposed to do this. If you don't do this, this gonna happen. If you don't do that, that's gonna happen, bro. If you do this, this will happen. Mm-hmm. So fuck all that, bro. At a certain time, yo, because man.
Yeah, we gotta be grown people at the end of the day. We can't even blame parents at the point. At the point, you do gotta grow up. At the point, you do have to grow up. You gotta grow up.
And trust me, and I understand, yo, because we learn from different people too, bro. I grew up my mother and father in the house, cuz.
Yeah.
But I can say, I've been one of the motherfuckers that say, like, yo, bro, I learned a lot from other motherfuckers, bro. I learned a lot from my coaches and the lunch ladies.
It's a village.
And my teachers.
It's really a village.
My neighbors. You feel me? Because it really is.
It's more than bloodline.
And you feel me? When we was talking about stepfather, it's a different thing from when we was talking about just to jump it back for real. You had a stepfather. My son had a stepfather. And how embracing you are and how embracing I am is that shit. It's not even really about choice, because at the end of the day, we don't have a choice with certain things. But at the same time, we have a choice in either embracing it.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Yeah, how you pursue it. Yeah,
but it's a better feeling when you are for real, because that's good shit. You gotta know that nigga. My father didn't raise me on his fucking own, bro. My brother.
Some people can't live with their own failures.
My brother had parts in raising me for real. Yeah. My uncles and my cousins and my coaches. Other people had parts in that shit. My father always knew that.
People be bitter, and there's a lot of. And now you about to see how sexist I'm not. Because this one is for y'all ladies. So that brings me into this. It ain't just the women. you know, we used to always equate. That's why men say a lot of things, and normally you saying something negative about a man, and women do it too. I'd be like, oh, you acting like a girl. You doing this, you doing that. When they say that to a man, it's always something negative. You never saying something positive about a man when you equating it to, oh, you're acting like a female. Because normally that means you're doing something that is not manly. Like, you get what I'm saying? Not masculine. So,
some shit that they would do.
Huh?
That you're doing some shit that they would do.
So, exactly. So, I say that to say, it's a lot of men out here today that are bitter. That is not just a woman trait. It is not just it's a lot of men that ain't even letting baby mothers move on and just accept, you know what, we just don't work well together. We're just not meant to be together. And it ain't just a woman thing, because they always be trying to make it seem like their baby mother can't get over them. Like, no, you coming in there and you trying to mess up her situation. You trying to get that baby father connection in there. Oh, yeah, no man coming over me. Like, I still got it like that. And you trying to just floss and do all this.
Don't do that.
Nah. When she moved on, she really moved on. And it works better for the child whenever both of the parents have a agreement and an understanding of that. Like, because then she can allow you to move on and do what you do, because now I'm getting... fuck out. Now you can move on.
As a nigga with 3. Look, hey, yo, you know how nigga be like a walking hypocrite and shit? A walking contradiction and all that shit. I'm just a walking whatever. But nah, bro, like, chill the fuck out. See, stop fucking having kids. Yo. Chill the fuck out, cuz. Chill.
Yeah. Like, no, real talk. You just be like, you know what? We ain't work out. But we have this blessing here that we both have to mutually be here for. And they're going to see how we treat each other. And they're going to grow up and remember how we treat each other.
And how we act, period.
Yeah.
Everything.
Because they look up to you. Parents are your first role models.
No,
or should be. And if you aren't, you're doing something wrong.
And trust me, yo.
But you should look up to daddy. You should look up to mommy. You get what I'm saying? And it's like, if daddy constantly disrespecting mommy, all right, I'm going to disrespect mommy then. Or vice versa. Sad, or mothers talking bad about the father in front of them. It happens too many times, especially now that we're older now. I'm seeing so many things, man, that I used to give men hard time for. I'm like, man, how could you end up this way? Or why you ain't in this child life? Or why you ain't doing this? Why you ain't doing that? And then now I'm older and I'm seeing it firsthand in situations, or I'm seeing firsthand how a guy could be perceived as a deadbeat, but really it's because he rather... You getting courts involved, you getting police involved. This man can't even go pick up his child without it being an issue. So after a while, it wouldn't be... I'm not saying me per se, but it's a lot of men who just gonna be like, fuck it. I'm about to start a family over here with this girl who I really like, and she ain't giving me none of the shit I gotta deal with over here.
About to name this little nigga after me again.
Hey, yo, and I say that happen. Whereas though you that's just wild, like, I'm like, damn.
That's wild, yo.
I'm like, damn, like, that's really how that... I'm like, damn, I'm saying the real talk how that happened.
Niggas are setting points for real.
Yeah.
Niggas are saying... Somebody mad at that when I just said that shit. Nigga, somebody... That shit happened to somebody. I don't know who it happened to, but it happened to somebody. But nah, bro, it's crazy, cuz...
It's real life, right?
No, it is. It's life out here.
It's life, bro.
And like, when you get older, you
that shit.
Yeah. You have I mean, like, when you become... I think, yo...
They not talking like this. Whatever y'all watching, whatever music y'all on, they ain't having this conversation right here. And the people who are viewing this up until this point, you are meant to be here. Keep on listening. Keep listening to him. His podcast is great. And this is all we are delivering from here on out. Is just, like, real content, real stuff. And it's no filter, because there should be no filter on truth. We all got to be in this together, and we all got to push each other to be better. And if I have people in my corner pushing me, you might not have people in your corner pushing you. So maybe you have to listen to outside of the people who you know in real life. I get a lot of inspiration by watching other people who I never met a day in my life. They might have a podcast. They might have a platform that I'm watching and stuff like that. So it's like, dang, what's stopping us from doing that? Or Tre already has a podcast, so it's like, we need to get into that. We need to do this. We need to talk about the stuff that because there be so many things that we be talking. We always spitting jewels like this, and it's like, damn, I wish other people could hear this. Or what if other people need to hear this? There's no way around it. They need to hear these conversations because it is so real. And it's inclusive to everybody. Because we are just talking about humans. Not gender. This is not a male show. This is not a woman show.
Hey, yo, you sound like my brother, yo.
For real?
You do, yo. You talk like my brother, yo.
There's not none of that. Like, we are here because some things need to be touched on. And it ain't in the music that they pushing out.
Touch.
Yep.
Not the wrong touch.
There you go.
Didn't I say that last time?
Yep.
I don't know. Yeah, we gonna stamp that.
It's there. But now y'all officially, if you're still here in this part of the podcast, you're officially part of our circle, whether you know it or not. Have these conversations. Don't worry about if you're around a whole bunch of judgmental people or people who aren't intellectual enough to hold these conversations without it becoming BS and negative and nonsense. I don't talk to everybody like this. This is why it's two people in this room right now. It's me and Tre. I'm not going to do this on somebody else's platform.
Got some shit coming out.
Yeah, I'm not going to do this with everybody because everybody can't hold this conversation. Everyone is not there.
I got some shit coming up with my homegirls and them. They funny as shit.
There you go.
They got some shit going on. You know, the ladies going to love them.
Yeah. It's for everybody.
Y'all nasty niggas. You know, y'all nasty niggas. Y'all nasty niggas is going to love them too, for real. But the women, y'all going to love them.
T-God was supposed to be here, but I invited T-God, but he going to... You gonna say him soon. You think this is something? His episode, man. It's gonna be all hate. All hate in the comments. He got a lot to say. Trust and believe, and y'all ain't gonna like what he got to say.
But yo, no,
so take me with a grain of salt.
You know what's funny? Hey yo, you know what's funny as shit, bro? I was thinking about.
Anybody can get it, that's where my mental at. This ain't just how I'm feeling, that's where you found me at. We was bumping no ceilings and fell in love with rap. Turning something from nothing, you gotta channel that.